Check 1, 2 players, man. I believe this gonna be another free joint, man. Another free ditty for the crew. Like I said, man, thanks to my player partner RH, hit me up for that sizable donation, man. I can pretty much do some flexing out here in the free section, man. Instead of hustling and grinding in the Patreon, man. And plus, this message, I believe it's imperative that the majority of you players listen to this, man. I think y'all really need to get a bite of this, man, because this is one of the most perplexing things that I had to deal with coming up in the game. Even though I was well versed in the differences between men and women, I really didn't have any idea just how different men and women were, especially their thought processes, man, their brain patterns, brain waves, man, for real. It was just ridiculous how in the dark I was, man. One of the main things that I had to come to terms with, I had to, yes, one of the main things I had to come to terms with is just, yeah, women are not fit to lead, not in any way, shape, form, or capacity. In order to be a leader, man, you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, man, and just and acknowledge your shortcomings and your faults, man. Willing to admit when you're wrong. I guess that's what we're going today, man. How the female mind, she just cannot admit when she's a fuck up and when she has fucked up. That is a crucial part. That's a crucial element of leadership, man. And one of the main things that happened to me in my life that got me wise and got me hip to that was doing the porn. Uh, I did my thing, man, doing the pimping, transitioned into the porn. A lot of females, I mean, they was good with it. They was all happy because they was getting paid, man. They was living pretty good until the website got exposed when people actually started getting hold of smartphones. Cause I had like a block on my website. I'm a dumbass nigga, man. I'm trying to make money, but I'm limiting my reach as far as actually making money. So the majority of individuals in the tri-state area, they couldn't even see the website. Not on a desktop, they couldn't. You know what I mean? But I guess when the smartphones first came out, I couldn't block the smartphones, man. So chicks started getting exposed, man. And my God, man, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for the onslaught of hate and just all around stupid nigga shit that was about to come my way, bro. I wasn't prepared. I was I was thinking that females, like I said, would be honorable. Females had a honorable thought process. They would be able to admit that, yeah, this is how I made my money. This is how I got down. It is what it is. It's a part of my life. I mean, this is what I did to make my money. This is what I did to hustle. This is what I did to feed my kids, man. But no, none of that. None of that at all, man. I mean, everything happened like, oh, bro. I was hearing shit like Big Mike held my hostage, and Big Mike, he tricked me, and Big Mike, he threatened to kill me, and Big Mike. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who said that shit? Who? You mean the bitch that's been calling me like every fucking month, for the past 5 years? Yeah, that's how long, it took chicks to get exposed, man. It took them like 5, 6. That's how long they was putting in the work, nigga. 5, 6 years, man. And then all of a sudden, when they get exposed, boy, they ready to goddamn call the cops and the FBI on a nigga, and you tricked me, and you did this to me, and you raped me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, seriously, when I was hearing all of these things coming at me, from the streets, man, I just couldn't believe it, man. I was fucking shell shocked, flabbergasted. I'm like, nah, man, me and homegirl, we cool. That bitch love me. She love, or at least I thought she loved me. You know, pick up the phone, I call her bitch. I'm like, hey, what's this I hear about you flipping on a nigga saying that I tricked you and I raped you and I drugged you and all this kind of crazy shit. You know what I mean? And I don't hear shit, man. Bitch just, silence and then the bitch just hang up. Bitch got mad shame about what she did now all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. The inability to just be responsible for what the fuck you do, man. That was a shocker to me, man. I wasn't ready for that. I have to admit, I hadn't been around a lot of women where I was where I actually had to see that manifest. You know what I mean? Because I've never really had to, you know, bring that out of a chick before, man. I just never was put in a position or in a situation where I had to see that shit come out of a broad, man. And bruh, so I think maybe, man, around I started to hustle in 2003. Around 2009, 2010 is when the shit really hit the fan right with the smartphones and just overall, just everybody just coming at a nigga left to right, man. Because like I said, from 2003 on to like 2009 and 10, it was smooth sailing. It was easy street, man. And so, I mean, everybody coming at me like this is some new shit. And I'm like, man, this ain't nothing new. I had to convince niggas in the streets, right? Because these broads had lied to these niggas, man. And it was just like, man, what's this I hear about you doing such and such with my sister or my niece or my girl and all this kind of shit. I'm like, man, look, uh, if you want, I can show you all sorts of shit. I can show you like, IDs, and I can show you, written scripts, man. You know what I mean? Contracts and model releases. Not to mention videos dating all the way back to 2005, nigga. You know what I mean? If you think that somebody did your girl wrong, I can show you. You know what I mean? I mean, I didn't get mad and snippy with the niggas, man, because I know that most niggas is kind of stupid. You know what I mean? They prone to believe the words of a bitch. You know what I mean? Because niggas is just, retarded like that, man. But I'm like, I understand the game. So look, check it out, man. If you want, come over to the crib, man. I ain't hiding nothing, nigga. And I'm gonna show you that you've been deceived, you've been duped, you've been lied to, partner. You know what I mean? And it was just like, yeah, okay. So, man, I showed a whole bunch of niggas a whole bunch of shit, and they just couldn't believe it. They were just like, damn, man, you been you been doing this long with her, and she kept it under wraps that long. I'm like, yeah, man. I kept it 100 with her, man. I told her if she went ahead and did work with me, I would try my best to, keep shit low key and under wraps. You know what I mean? But technology's a beast, man. So it is what it is. So now she's been exposed. So now, she lying on a nigga, man. And they just was just like, damn, they was flabbergasted and bewildered just as much as I was. They was like, damn, lying ass bitches, man. You know what I mean? Just disgusting. No honor. Zero fucking integrity, man. You know what I mean? So where am I going with this, man? Imagine my surprise when I'm fucking around on YouTube and I listen to this shit with Tasha K and Cardi B. Now, I ain't know none of this gossip tea shit. That's another thing, man. I had no idea there was so many quote unquote men out here in YouTube that had gossip tea channels. A lot of these soft ass, feminine ass niggas, man, that's doing that sort of shit. You know, ooh, girl, I got the tea, girl. I got the tea. Like, what the fuck? Man, I had no idea that there was just that many soft ass niggas out here. Okay, well, anyway. I got the tea, girl. Well, Big Mike don't get two shits about the tea. You know what I mean? But like I said, I was curious to see what the verdict was. I'm like, man, let me see, just how much she got raped in this court case, man. So, in watching that and studying that and investigating that, I seen Tasha K's response, her official response after the court appearance, man. And it was just like a nightmare revisited, man. It was just crazy, man, because all the while I'm listening to Tasha K talk about what actually happened between uh, her and Cardi B, the court case or whatever, man. I mean, she did a lot of foul shit to Cardi B, man. I mean, she just said, bottom line, I'm not going into depth because once again, this ain't no T channel, man. But she lied on Cardi B on a lot of things, man. Talking about how she had STDs. She liked to play with liquor bottles in the vagina and stuff. And I'm gonna stop short right there, man. But it was a lot of underhanded, shady ass lies that homegirl put on Cardi B, boy. And the gist of this is I'm tripping while I'm listening to Tasha, man. I'm waiting on her to just give, some sort of informal apology, man. For her to just acknowledge that she fucked up and she did some shit she shouldn't do. You think she did that? Do you think she did that? No, she did. Tasha K talks about the music industry. She's talking about the machine. She's talking about the media. She's talking about, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and Bob Evans. She's talking about any and everything except for what the fuck she did and how she was in the wrong. She did all she deflected and she blamed any and everybody and everything under the sun. It still ain't her fault. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just flabbergasted. Once again, I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, God damn, if this is not a picture perfect example of why women ain't shit. Women absolutely refuse to be wrong, man. They absolutely refuse to be culpable in anything they do, man. They ain't having it. Bitch, what's wrong with you just saying I messed up? Just come out. Say my bad. I shouldn't have done it. Why is that so hard for a broad to do, man? Why, nigga? Like, it was very disgusting, man, watching Tasha do that shit, man. And me being a player in the game as long as I have, you think that I would be expecting that, but it's always something that just kind of fucks with me, fucks with my internal circuitry, man. I'm like, damn, like, why can't you just say you sorry, bitch? Why can't you just say, you know what, I fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take this one on the chin and I'm gonna learn from it. No, man, but I'm gonna put the link of the video if she still had a motherfucker up. You know what I mean? She had this little apology joint, and you could tell she was swallowing her pride just doing that shit, man. She was just like, I mean, you could tell it was hurting her soul, because she got dinged for about 4 mil. Bruh, she was just like, yeah, I'm on here. I'm about to tell y'all that, yeah, it was the music industry, and it's the machine, and it's the unseen hand. It was the Illuminati. It's trying to, get rid of me. No, bitch, you man, you fucked up. You was saying a lot of shit that wasn't real, wasn't true. And then when somebody come to you, put a bug in your ear and tell you, hey man, you might not want to do that, Jack. You might want to, ease back on that shit, man. That shit ain't real. You might want to stop lying on folks, man, and you double down on the shit. You say fuck that shit. I'm Tasha K. I can say what I want to say. Do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? Then your ass get drug into court. You get your ass shellacked, man. You gotta, oh my God, man, nigga, 4 million. Now you owe 4 million. And then you get on motherfucking YouTube and you tell everybody how it ain't your fault. And how you ain't even gonna like give no official apology to the chick that you lied on and shit, man. You know what I mean? It's like it just brought up a whole lot of memories, man, about why, unfortunately, why I hold so many females, just the female gender, in such low regard, man, low esteem, man, because there's something really wrong with a creature that just refuses to own up to their responsibilities, man, or just to own up when they wrong, man. I can't stand that shit, man. Whenever you wrong, just take it on the chin, man. Just be honorable. Just say that you was wrong, man. Shit. And broads have a very, very, very bad track record of admitting when they're wrong, man. You know what I mean? Oh my God, yeah. Tasha K stepped in that shit, man. She fucked up real bad, big time, dog. You know what I mean? So check it out, man. Big Mike, All Mike, Triple X. I just came on here just to vent a little bit because, yeah, just like I said, watching Tasha K get on her video and basically find any and every way possible to absolve herself of any sort of responsibility. That brought back a lot of memories, man. I mean, when I was in the hustle, man, in the porn game, and that's what all them chicks would do, man. They would always find some sort of way to blame me. I'm like, bitch, you blaming me? I mean, you been calling me for weeks trying to get on, bitch. Well, you been calling me so much, man, and trying to get on so much, and when I tell you no, you cussing a nigga out. And now that your motherfucking uncle and your daddy done seen you spread eagle on camera. Now all of a sudden you pull it, you just like, Big Mike had secret cameras. I didn't know I was being filmed. I mean, really, man. I mean, bitches can get you in such a situation that you end up killing another nigga, man. You might end up killing somebody, or they might end up killing you, man, just because they refuse to own up to the shit that they do. It would have been real simple for a bitch to say, yes, whoever the male family member is or boyfriend is, yes, this is what I did before I met you. You know what I mean? I don't do that no more, but this is what I did. Instead, it's like, oh no, I mean, you really get a glimpse into how brothers was lynched and killed, man, back in the day. Especially, of course, when it comes to young black males and white women and shit. Because when them white women got found out that they like black meat, no, they wasn't going to admit that shit. I mean, you know what they was going to do? They was going to blame the feral, wild beast nature of the Negro. That's right. He raped it, did me. You know what I mean? And no one would be none the wiser, man. You know what I mean? Because men, for the most part, believe the bullshit that comes out of women's mouths, man. And man, it's a scary thought, man. Because like I said, I've been put in a lot of positions where the bitch just wasn't going to admit that she was at fault and she was wrong, man. So that's what that is, man. That's what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about Tasha K and her low moral character, where she just simply refuses to admit that she was wrong. Confession is good for the soul, baby. Just there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just get it off your chest. Just admit, have a come to Jesus moment, baby. And just like, hey, look, I was foul. I shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? Let's move on. But a bitch gonna double down, man. She gonna double down. So, Big Mike, Almighty Triple XL coming at y'all live and direct. Max C Limits Radio Show. What's up to the crew out there, man? You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all still hanging in with an old soldier, bruh. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Big Mike coming at you live and direct, and I'm out.